This week, I'll show you which essential items I always take with me in my camera bag. Now, the obvious things are your cameras, your lenses, batteries, and memory cards, but there are a few other things just to make your life a little bit easier. I always have one of these with me. I may not always use it, but it's always in my bag. They're quite small, so they don't take up too much space. For exposures longer than 30 seconds or astrophotography, you need one of these, and it really does come in handy. I have this third-party one off Amazon. It's cheaper than the original, and it also has a built-in intervalometer, so I'll be able to shoot time lapses if I want to. You may want that shallow depth of focus shot in the middle of the day, a waterfall shoot in the afternoon, or maybe you just want to reduce the amount of glare on a window. I am building up my filter collection, but I always make sure I have a select few. As you can see in here, I have 6 filters. I've got everything from a 10-stop ND filter down to a clear piece of glass. So I always make sure I have this with me. I've been doing quite a few shoots in the desert recently, so there's been a lot of sand that I've had to deal with on my kit. And this is where a blower comes in handy. This will get rid of any loose bits of sand or dirt that may scratch your lens if you just use a lens cloth. Once you've blown away all the loose bits of dirt, you may need to wipe the lens a little bit more. This is where a lens cloth comes in handy. Every now and then you'll get dried raindrops or oily finger smudges on your lens, and the lens cloth and blower might not get rid of them, and this is where lens cleaning fluid comes in. So I just carry this little tub around with me. It means that if there's any really stubborn marks on the lens, you can get rid of them with this and the lens cloth. Just make sure you get the right type of fluid for your lens. The last thing you want to do is damage the front element. I've lost quite a few lens caps in my time, so what I tend to do is buy third-party lens caps and step-up rings, so all of my lenses have exactly the same lens cap size. So if I lost this lens cap, I'd be able to grab the spare and put it back on, so I'd know that lens was protected when I'm traveling home. There have been a couple of times where I've been out and I've forgotten the quick release plate, which is really frustrating. Nowadays, I use an L bracket, which makes my life much easier. But if you don't have an L bracket, make sure you pack a spare quick release plate. It will get you out of spot of bother. Trust me, you really don't want to forget this and not be able to attach your camera to a tripod. It's an absolute nightmare, especially when you get to a stunning location. It's always good to have a way of being able to shoot from a fixed point so you're not restricted to handheld. I sometimes have a mini tripod, a gorilla pod, or a clamp. And that's about it. I'll put some links in the description below to all of these items. They're really worth having with you because they will help your photography and they'll make your shooting much easier. If you have any other accessories that you can't live without, leave a comment below or drop me an email. It'll be great to hear the things that you use to make your life easier. As always, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. And for weekly tutorials, hints and tips in photography, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.